Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, how are we all doing? I hope you are well. I never thought I was going to be making a video like this. Well, definitely not this early on in my YouTube venture. But here we are. So let me explain to you what's actually going on. So as you can see here, I created the Klops YouTube account on May the 31st, 2024. And at this time, I was holding down a full-time job. A normal job, if you wish. But I thought to myself, I'd start uploading random videos to YouTube. As you can see here, I started playing a game called Supermarket Simulator and various other games. And I'll be honest with you, the videos were terrible. They were so bad, but I absolutely loved making them because, as a lot of you know, I've got a bit of a strange head, you know, not in a weird way, obviously, but it's always moving at 1,000 miles an hour, you know, it's always darting around everywhere. I can never focus on anything. But when I made YouTube videos, it was a place I could really just divert all of this energy and express myself, I guess. If I got a couple of views on a video, I was happy with that because it was never about the views. It was just the fact that I would bang a video out, and if 2 people watched it, I was happy with that. But it was more for myself, if that makes sense. But then I dropped this video here with LCLC, and that kind of changed the whole aspect of the YouTube thing for me, purely because I started gaining a bit of traction to my channel, which was obviously going to happen, right? He's one of the biggest Roblox YouTubers out there. And from this video here onwards, you can see I pretty much cover Roblox myself now, and I have done since. And I've thoroughly enjoyed doing it. I know I'm not the best at Roblox. I get that. But I feel like most of my fan base would turn up to watch me play the games and not actually see what I'm doing in the game, if that makes sense. And obviously that's a massive deal, right? Because, like I said earlier, this is a weird place. So the fact that people are actually turning up and enjoying what I was saying and coming out with and the jokes and the humor and stuff, that meant a lot to me. You've got absolutely no idea. But then things started going downhill, especially for my channel. Let me explain. So as some of you know, I decided to take up YouTube full time because I honestly thought I could do something with it, right? And it's the only job I've ever had where I actually feel passionate about it. I actively want to get up in the morning, jump in my office and record a video. I love it. I genuinely look forward to doing it every day. But what I didn't realize was how competitive and how hard and how draining it can be sometimes to try and grow your channel and make a success out of it, right? I know a lot of you are probably thinking, what are you talking about? But coming up with an idea for a video and then hitting record and then editing that video that you've just recorded and then coming up with a good thumbnail for that video and then a good title and then hoping it does well. It's a lot of work. And I felt as soon as I went full time with the YouTube, it became a lot more stressful because you'd spend hours and hours on a video and a lot of them flop, right? As you can see here. And I know you're probably thinking, but Klops, you said it wasn't about the views. No, because it never was about the views until I went full time doing this. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, even though I'm still really passionate about getting a YouTube video out most days and recording that video and editing it and trying to be humorous in the videos, it just become a little bit different, you know? And that there had a knock-on effect with how I felt about myself, which I know is completely and utterly ridiculous. And then this started happening. And I know you guys are probably thinking, but Klops, you actively get us to send you things like this. And you're right, I do, because I think it makes good content when I reply to some of the stuff that you guys send to me. This isn't personal towards you lot. This is completely on me, because what I was trying to do with that is create funny videos at my expense. But that was just a silly way of thinking, because let's face it, the longevity of the channel, that was never going to work, right? Because they were getting to me, meaning in the long run, it was no longer going to be funny, was it? But one thing I do have to admit from becoming a YouTuber, I've had some really good fun doing this. I really have. I've met some really cool people as well. The likes of LCLC, Ali Bear, Sim Flynn, Gussie Beagle. They've all been top tier people. So that's one thing I will take away from this is good friendships. I've also got my Discord server here, which quite frankly does my head in. It really does. But there's some proper sound people in here that I've got to know. And I'm going to miss all of that. I really am. Because you feel like you create a community around Klops, who is me, right? And I never thought in a million years years that I would be able to do that. Now, listen, I don't want you lot thinking, what the hell is this geezer going on about? He's a really small YouTuber. It's got nothing to do with how big or small of a YouTuber you are, but it's got everything to do with creating something. And what I didn't realise was that's always been something that I've obviously wanted to do. I just never realised it until I started YouTube and started this little community. So I will really miss that. And I'll be honest with you, it makes me feel really sad because I really have enjoyed all of this. But I guess some things just aren't meant to be, are they? And you know what? That's absolutely fine. But before I go, I just want to thank every single one of you that have clicked on one video or 10 videos. Watch me now and again or watch me daily. It's really meant a lot to me. It really has. And I'll always respect and appreciate everything you lot did to make this little channel what it was. So I'm going to leave it here, guys. It's pointless me doing my outro because, well, it doesn't matter anymore, does it? But if you have made it this far into the video, can you all just do me a quick favour? Can you just go on your phones and check what date it is, please? Peace.